material sandstone. This is very similar. The Cham and the Khmer are very smart. We're very smart to use the material sandstone, which soft because it's created by sand for like million years. So it's soft to carve. It's easy to make something, and the older, the stronger. So it lasts longer than our modern material nowadays. You see the description in that stone there at the entrance. It's from the stone with link down. It's carved in the 13th century when this one in the process. So it's still very new, right? So it means they're very smart to use the material. So this building is the last building in Mission. It was built in the 13th century, in 1234. And before this time, the Cham has the war with the Khmer. So the Cham haven't attacked Angkor Wat before they built this building. So we wonder the material or the architect of this is from Angkor Wat. We don't know exactly, but maybe. Yeah, but something very special. You see this architect? Anything special in this pillar and columns?
Looks Greek.
Exactly. It looks very Rome or Greek. It doesn't look like Cham or Indian or Vietnamese. It's octagon shape. It looks European. So we don't know where it's come from. Or the Cham. Maybe the Cham copy from the European or the European copy from the Cham, we don't know. But there is some theories say that the Cham were very good in the sea. And at the time they are even exchanged with the Indian, the Indonesian in the sea, and the Italian. Yeah, so this makes maybe the Italian also curious about it. Yeah, maybe, we don't know. There are no clue about them. But you see, when we come here after the war, we wonder the bomb destroyed the stone. It doesn't make sense. Because if the bomb destroyed the stone, why the other brick building still here? So this one had been built in the 13th century, and then when the process are happening, the war happened between the Cham and the Vietnamese, and the Cham couldn't finish because they were chased to the south, so they couldn't finish. You see these columns, it haven't finished yet. Yeah, so they cannot put together yet. So if we put all of this together, the height of this building is about over 23 meters. So the biggest temple in this group. Yeah. Second, about the architect here. You see this building, you see that building. So that's from the 11th century. This from about the 12th century. But this one architect's about the 10th century. This architect from the 8th century. So that's more original southern influence by Indian because it's pointy. It's pointy, the symbol of like the mountain behind, the symbol of the temple in India, the symbol of the lotus. It's more like Hindu style. This one is more like a northern influence. It's more like a gate or a house of Vietnamese or Chinese. So they influence after. Yeah, northern influence, southern influence. So it looks like more like a boat or the ship, the roof of the building. Yeah. So the same story, meditation, gate tower, holy water, the store there and the temple here. And in the temple is the lingam and the yoni. Yeah. One more thing. This way, please. Bob, I show you the very big male one. Huge.
Yeah. Starts.
Big, long, and hard. I saw Steve put.
Call him Bob.
Steve, you put the head in the god there, but don't do that because you know what is the god. So don't post your picture because if the Hindu see it, it's not nice. Because that is the god. You know,
Oh, yeah.
if you put your head on the god, if they see it, it's not nice. Yeah. That's the reason why they put the stone behind and don't allow people go inside and put the head on the top. It's the god. For us, it's normal because we are not Hindu, but for the Hindu, that's not nice. Yeah. All right. Question. You see the statue? They are the prayer. Anything strange or unusual?
The heads are replaced.
Exactly. The heads are fake. On the body original, the head are fake. The head we put about 1986 by Kazimierz Kiełkowski, the Polish architect. Yeah, so a lot of head here were chopped away. You hear the same story in Angkor Wat. Later, when most of the temple were used for the Buddha, for the Buddhism, so the monk of the Buddhists, they decided to chop the head of the Hindu god, which is the power of the Hindu god. Yeah. Another story, when the Cham ran away from the war, they couldn't take the whole thing with them. They only chopped the head, the most important of the god, to take away. And then we also found about more than 25 heads in a museum in Paris. So the French also took some souvenir. Another question, you build first and then you carve the detail, or you carve the detail separately and put on?
First.
You build first and carve, exactly. Which one harder?
The second.
The first harder, because you build it and you carve it. How can you correct your mistake? When you build something and carve, right? What happens if I fall asleep or I drink too much, I just forgot the arm? I cannot correct, right? You need to build again. So they build first and carve. And how can they correct the mistake? We don't know. How many people build it? We don't know. But every building here have a mistake. I show you. This is the mistake. Do you see this detail? Similar or different?
Different.
Exactly. Most people the first time from far away they think it's similar, but in fact it's different. Because maybe made by different people, and it means everybody here are different. You know, we are on the bus, the other group they are on the bike, some in the van, but we are coming to the same place. So same direction, but different way. And then they get a mistake.
Yeah. On purpose.
On a purpose. I talked to an Indian man who know well about the Indian architect, and he told us, in the old day in India, the old king want to challenge his son or his next generation. They left a mistake in most of the building to challenge them, to make them better.
In Islam is the same. You see very nice paintings or carvings. There's always a mistake. It's because only Allah is perfect.
Only exactly same thing. Nothing is perfect except Shiva. But you know, I built my house in 2019. There is a mistake in my house. Two mistakes. First is in the top where I don't see it because I pay them. If I saw the mistake, I don't pay. And one is under the ladder. Because they cannot go inside and cover it. And you know, I never checked that because it's that deep. So there is a couple of mistakes even in our house nowadays. And it's no purpose.
If you only have two mistakes in your house, you're a very lucky man.
Right, so Shiva and a small temple here are for Skanda, the son of Shiva, and the small one behind with the steel hanger is for Ganesh, the elephant god. Tomorrow you go to the museum, you see Ganesh. So we'll move there. Take your time for the photo, and I will see you in the next meditation. We need to be 9 o'clock at the next group. Yeah.
Yep.
This one and that one almost the same. So I think you see one of them is enough.